back to my channel. My name is Ashley for those of you who are new here. This is Zuri. Other known as Eloise, because that's how she looks right now, but whatever. She chooses her style daily, y'all.
And I have makeup.
She thinks. Anyways, so today's video, I am part of another collab. This one is hosted by Megan from the channel My Main Kitchen. Her info as well as the collab playlist will be down in the description box below. So this collab is really cool. It's a holiday cookie swap collab. So everybody is bringing a cookie recipe, and yeah. So a little bit of backstory. I've been doing YouTube now for like, what, 2 years, I think. I have never recorded an intro before actually executing a recipe, so this will be a first. But I thought I would jump on here before I start because, just giving a disclaimer, I have made this recipe before, these delicious cookies. However, in the process of moving from one house to the other, if you follow my channel, you would know that now I'm a single mother, so we live somewhere completely different. I did not bring most of my kitchen appliances, to be honest, which would include my hand mixer. Now, initially, I thought, I was like, I don't really use it that much anyways, so it is what it is. Whenever I need one, I'll just buy one. Completely forgot. Holidays are coming, and cookie recipes require hand mixers. So, that's a downfall, and I really honestly was going to pull out of this collab because I realized I did not have a hand mixer, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know how to make cookies without a mixer. But I kind of like bossed up for a minute, and I was like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna make it anyways because the recipe is legit. I just don't know if it's gonna work as well without the hand mixer, but we're gonna attempt it and try it and see. But like I said, the actual recipe itself is legit, so if you guys have a hand mixer and you want to attempt it, if this fails, you can still make the recipe and it should still be pretty awesome. So, that being said, I guess we'll get into this video. I should probably mention, my cookies are white chocolate chip candy cane cookies.
Yeah.
Sounds exquisite. It's really not that hard. It's like chocolate chip cookies, but with white chocolate instead of brown, and adding candy canes. So, yeah. So I will definitely walk y'all through it step by step. I will have the measurements written out in the description box for everybody who's interested in the recipe. So fingers crossed that this doesn't fail, because I actually really want these cookies. But yeah, let's get into it and let's see how this goes. Pray for me, y'all. Alright, everybody, so this is everything that you're going to need to make these cookies. Like I said in the beginning, I will have all of the measurements written in the description box below. So starting over here, you're going to need 1 cup of white chocolate chips, and then you just save some extra to put on the tops of the cookies. You need 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract. You need a ½ teaspoon of some salt. You need a teaspoon and a half of vanilla or vanilla extract. Baking soda, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of this. 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 large eggs, ½ cup of unsalted butter that is softened, so 1 stick is a ½ cup. This has been sitting out to soften. It's pretty soft. You're going to need 3/4 cup of candy canes, but they are going to be crushed up. So I'm going to have Zuri start on crushing those in a second. It does call for shortening. You need a ½ cup of shortening, but I don't know what you can use in replacement if you don't use the shortening. But usually I buy these shortening sticks for baking and stuff around the holidays anyways. You're going to need 3/4 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of white sugar. And that's pretty much everything. So the first step I'm going to do is get the butter and the shortening and the 2 sugars like whipped together. Okay guys, so the first step is you're going to get a very large bowl and you're going to get your butter, your shortening, the brown sugar, and the white sugar mixed together. If you're using a hand mixer, it should take about 2 minutes. So the next step is to add in the vanilla extract, the peppermint extract, and then both of your eggs. I did the eggs one at a time just to make sure that they got fully mixed through. Now that that's mixed together, I'm adding in the salt, the baking soda, and the flour, but the flour I'm doing 1 cup at a time and mixing it until that is fully mixed into the batter so that it's not too entirely hard to mix through. Now the final step is to add in your chocolate chips and your crushed candy canes. Obviously you don't want to use an electric mixer for this part, so you're going to need a spoon. I just removed the wrappers off the candy canes and put them in a Ziploc bag and then crushed them up with this coffee mug like you see me doing. It worked pretty well. I thought I could crush them initially in the wrappers, but the wrappers are too thin and they broke very easily, so I decided to do it this way, and it worked pretty well. I think I used in total about 6 candy canes. So now that that's mixed together, I'm going to get those on a cookie tray. If you are not saving your butter wrappers to grease your baking pans, I don't know what you're doing with your life by now, but that is a very helpful tip. Save your butter wrappers, and that helps you grease any baking dish, any baking pan that you're gonna need. So now I'm just rolling out the cookie dough with my hands into balls, and then I'm placing them on the cookie tray. So now we have some rolled out on the cookie tray, and these are going to bake on 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes, or until it's just like golden brownish on the top. All right, y'all, so this is how they look coming out the oven. I think we rolled them a little bit too big because they're all like going into each other, but it is what it is. They smell amazing. So what you're gonna do now is you're just gonna top it with a few of these white chocolate chips while it's still like warm and fluffy.
Fluffy?
Don't touch, please. It's very hot.
They're really fluffy?
Yeah, they're really fluffy.
Ooh. Oh,
And that's how your cookie's gonna look. So that's gonna kind of like melt down over the time of cooling these off to put them on a plate. I wish chocolate chips didn't roll so much.
Chocolate chips.
So yeah, let me actually get these covered with chips, and then I will show you guys how it looks before I put them on a plate.
This is how they look.
All right, so this is how they look. I'm going to let these finish cooling off. Hey, chocolate chip thief.
I like those.
I bet you do. She's over here eating candy canes and chocolate chips. She's having the best day of her life. So I'm gonna let these cool, and then when they fully cool, I'm going to remove them to a plate, and then get the rest of these dough balls put in the oven so we can make more cookies. And this is how our cookies turned out. As you see, somebody already got into one. I wonder who that could be. But yes, this is how our cookies turned out. These are so delicious, and they make your breath smell amazing with all that peppermint, by the way. But that's a side note. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this cookie recipe. All right, everybody, so surprisingly, that was a success. I did not know that I could mix cookies without a hand mixer, like, successfully. Not much of a baker, but, like, I totally feel like Little House on the Prairie Betty Crocker. Like, feel like I can accomplish it all right now. So I hope this was informative. Like, if you don't have a hand mixer and you want to make some holiday cookies, you sure can. Just make sure your butter's soft enough and your shortening is soft enough, and it is a breeze. You need a wooden spoon and a really good arm. Because once that flour gets in there, it's tough. It is tough, but yeah. I had some aggression I needed to get out anyway, so it is what it is. That's another story. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you try this recipe, because it is amazing. It is amazing, and my house smells so Christmassy. And you see this little girl behind me just snacking away, so I have to make sure that all my cookie recipes that I'm doing coming up this month is definitely going to be early enough for her to get some water in her system and get that sugar out, get some playtime in and everything, because if I would have done this any later, I can't guarantee bedtime would have been a breeze. So yeah, you're having the time of your life, aren't you?
Yes, I'm having the time in my life.
Okay, everybody, so now that we are done, you can go ahead and
Give a thumbs.
This is her part.
Thumbs up. Hit the like button.
And subscribe.
And subscribe some more. No, I'm not going to do the subscribe. I'm not going to.
You're not?
No.
Okay. Well, anyways, we would really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and stick around and join us. We have plenty more holiday baking coming up and plenty more collabs coming up. So we will see you guys in the next video. Oh, like I said in the beginning, guys, this is part of a collab. Make sure you check out the playlist below. Check out everybody's cookie recipes so that you have plenty of holiday inspiration. Make sure you check out Megan's channel. She's the host of this collab. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.
Bye.